squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Boilermakers will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Minnesota's offense will have the football first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers.
And the first drive ends with a pick. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's first and... To the air, it's Ncaa, bringing the heat. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
I mean, you talk about coming out as a defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Might be changing the route. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Gophers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Golden Gophers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They put the brakes on him at the 21-yard line, short of the line to gain, and now field goal or go for it on fourth. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he throws that thing just inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Pac-12 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and now it's a final. Boise State looked like a bunch of world beaters. I think a lot of people forget just how much this program dominated the WAC and Mountain West conferences, and they're a problem again. Pac-12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
With the catch, it's Ross. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield, the DB getting a hand in there.
Great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient. Like, not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient until the ball got there, deflecting it, knocking it down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end down the gut. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete out of the backfield. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The drive comes from the 22. Using his legs, it's McCovey. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. The Boilermakers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Minnesota has been perfect in bowl games under P.J. Fleck. Now the challenge, row that boat into deeper postseason waters.
But this is a guy who's very tenured in an era of college football where there's so much turmoil and turnover at the head coaching spot. Minnesota has found their guy in consistency. I think he's a guy who motivates this team extremely well, Dave, and because of that each and every year, this has got to be a program you keep your eye on.
Always, and they're always a team that's knocking on the door of beating some of these better teams that are playing for national titles or playing to get in the college football playoff. Just consistency, defense, toughness, always have a running game. Don't beat themselves. That's what you expect from Minnesota football teams.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Got his man.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Under fire. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. On 4th down, going to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. There's the pressure. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. With the catch, it's Tracy. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. Pass completion moved the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They
breaks into the open. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. And the Boilermakers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit up. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Off the RPO, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Punt is on its way. Wants to bring it back. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Fires to the big fella. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive block.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Turner. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to pass, it's Lindsey. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And guys, how many first downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Turner. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the returner is stopped. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for room. It's McCoby. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Just enough time to get off one more snap. From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Huntington Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Golden Gophers will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 15, here's the return. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pulls and fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
The Boilermakers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the direct snap, it's Turner. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
All right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We've got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it on the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
To the air, it's Lindsey. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. And the Golden Gophers are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And as he throws, the quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback up. Got a man. It's McCoby. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute good.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. That's caught. It's Turner. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. The sure hands, it's Turner. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down, like everything going the other direction.
That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Direct snap. It's Turner. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the 1st down marker.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
Across the 25. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
On the run, it's Turner. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
And the Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And the beatdown has ensued. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game. Win column.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Spins away from the defense. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
On the direct snap, it's Turner. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Power football with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And the Boilermakers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Got his man. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. Fights off a defender. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing.
They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You can tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll run it again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches. Man, and you see those sticks and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Golden Gophers will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Nebraska's offense will go to work first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Second down coming up. To the air, it's Raiola. Looking down the middle. Finds a man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The handoff to Johnson. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Huskers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Markway. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now the play fake. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The attempt is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. The Golden Gophers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality,
Turning it on! And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
Yeah, that was way too easy. Defenses is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball returned. You can't let them run north-south and try to get downhill like that, especially with that kind of speed.
The play-action fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Find his tight end. That will be enough to move the chains and give him a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Golden Gophers are on the move. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Steps away. Escapes the pressure going right. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's 1st and goal.
Slams ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Minnesota! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And that is not what he had in mind as he steps out of bounds at the 3-yard line. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. They think there's room to run to the right here. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuck. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They feed him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets it out of there for the first time today and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Give to the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Touch pass on the run. Running to Green. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And we've come to the end of 1. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. After the break, they'll go back to work. Leaves it with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the boot, looking for his man. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Back to pass, it's Raiola. They'll run the screen. There he goes.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. Pulls it in. It's Bonner. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a chance. Wait, a defender miss. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Cornhuskers look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the ground game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Gets it to him on the screen. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Golden Gophers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Boots, his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Got his man quickly.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll try the right side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll pull it on the read. Quick step and go. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Huskers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll throw it from the red zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and the sticks on second down. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Reads it, fires complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Hunter. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40. The Cornhuskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Huskers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Pocket breaking down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
And that's why it's important offensively. They're going to have to do a better job running the ball and getting positive yards early in the drive. You can't be in 3rd and long living in those situations against this defense because they like to play dime personnel. And with those faster guys, they're going to blitz, and they're going to match speed with speed. It's a nice way to combat the mobile ability this quarterback has. Now setting up 4th down.
Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Ncaa. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. It's Tracy. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun 1st half between these rivalries. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Golden Gophers are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Bringing the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The give is to Taylor. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a while.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Quickly out to the tight end. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Here's the handoff. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line getting set on second down. Off play action. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's key. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. He'll pull it down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I love this defense continues to get home and bring pressure. Another sack, their third sack of the game. They just keep applying pressure, and it's working.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. First play of the drive, lost a throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That's reeled in, it's Taylor. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted. Opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's
loose on the left. Touchdown, Golden Gopher. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Bell. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This should be the last play of the quarter. Gives it on the option. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense, they are tenacious. And they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. To the air, it's Raiola. Fires on the move. Got his man to the left. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And the Huskers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Off play action on 1st down. He caught it, and he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast.
Touchdown, Huskers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Fears the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll try to run for it. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Spins away from the defender. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals are not going to get him back in it, so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
And the Golden Gophers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. Once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time. Trying to take it back. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. He'll do it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles into the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal block.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Now on second down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. It's Bonner. He works his way inside the 30. They'll mark him down at the 29. It brings up fourth down, and let's see what they do. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Louisville.
Finds his man. It's Taylor.
Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's going up top here late in the game. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. This is why the passion of college football